Welcome to Introduction of Mastering Cross-Site Scripting. Cross-site scripting is a security bug which can affect your website. Attacker discovers website having XSS vulnerability that enables script injection into website. Attacker injects website with malicious script that steal each visitor's session cookie. For each user visit to the website, the malicious script is executed. Visitor will send session cookie to attacker. In this course, we will learn types of XSS, reflected XSS, stored XSS, DOM-based XSS. User has to click the link to be affected by XSS. How to set up a cookie, simple cookie stealing, basic filtered input, evading simple filtering, how can run script in client browser, protecting against these attacks, XSS scanner vulnerability tools in Kali, beef exploitation, XSS strike, treaty, DXSS scanner, and many more. For what you're waiting for? Enroll now. Welcome. In this video, we will see Introduction to Cross-Site Scripting, or you can say XSS. XSS is an abbreviation for Cross-Site Scripting. From the title itself, it's clear XSS is related to scripts. To be precise, it's JavaScript. XSS is a very common attack found in the web application. XSS allows the attacker can inject his malicious script into the website, and the browser just runs the code or the script. XSS flaws come up every time a website doesn't filter the attacker input. There are many types of XSS attacks. I will mention 3 of the most used. The first attack I want to show about is URL XSS. This means that the XSS won't stay on the page. It will only get executed if you have the malicious code in the URL and submit the URL. I will show further in this course on how to use this on our advantage. The second attack is input fields. Wherever you can insert data, it is very common to be XSS vulnerable. Say, for example, say we found a site with a search engine. Now in the search box, you enter hacker and hit enter. When the page loads up, if it says found 100 result for hacker, okay, now you see it's displaying out data on the page. Now what if we can execute code here in the search box? There is no possible way to execute PHP code in this attack, but certainly is for HTML, JavaScript. But be aware, this method also won't stay on the server. This is for your eyes only. The third attack. With this, you will be able to insert data that is code and it will stay on the website, which they call as stored XSS. Now there are 2 kinds. It depends if we can execute PHP or HTML. If we can inject PHP, then we can also inject HTML, but not vice versa. This kind attack is normally found on the blogs, shout boxes, profile forums, just most places where you insert data and it stays there. Now HTML is totally different than PHP. HTML downloads to your PC and then your browser interprets the code. With PHP, the code is interpreted on the server the script is hosted on. Then the data is returned to the browser. For PHP, injection it's rare, but it don't harm to try. Before closing this video, I want to give a very important note. That is, PHP code can't be injected into HTML page. I'll say it again. The PHP code can't be injected into HTML page. So that's all in cross-site scripting introduction. Thank you for watching this video. Welcome. In this video, we'll set up atmosphere for further web application hacking. Till now, we tried our Burp Suite software on actual website. From now on, we'll create our own atmosphere, that is a website where we can test our hacking skill using our Burp Suite software. First, download VMware Workstation Player. For that, go to this URL and hit on this download option to download it. After download, install it. It's pretty much simple. I would not like to waste my time on installing this VMware Workstation, as installing VMware is pretty much simple. After that, search for BWAAP, that is BWAP, and open the first link, that is itsecgames.com. BWAP is actually a buggy web application which has somewhat more than 100 web vulnerabilities. Go to download section and download it. In download, you have two options. The first one is BWAP web application, and the second one is BWAP with a virtual box. They call it as BBox. BWAP web application is just few MB and the BBox is more than 1 GB. I would like to recommend you to download this speaker version, that is BBox, more than 1 GB. If you'd like to say in brief what actually is a BBox, BBox is actually a virtual machine. It will host by itself. No need to buy any hosting service or do anything to host your BWAP web application. If you download the BWAP, you have to spend lots of money to host this web application. But here in BBox, it comes with VirtualBox. You have to just download it. It will be inside Ubuntu, and the Ubuntu will host this website online. Just hit on download and download it. As I have already downloaded it and extracted it, so here is how it looks when you extract it. Inside BBox folder, BBox install readme. All the notes are given. If you want, you can read it. Else just follow what I am explaining here. The BBox after extraction, it's near to 5 GB. Just open it up and double click on BBox VMware Virtual Machine. Make sure that you have installed the VMware before double clicking on it. As I have already installed VMware, so I'll just go forward and double click on it. It will ask for removable devices. Just hit on OK. The operating system Ubuntu will load up. That's all. Now our Ubuntu server is running and online, and BWAP web application is also online. We need to know at what IP address the website is hosted. For that, I will open terminal and type ifconfig. So this is the INET address at which the website is hosted. I'll just copy it up and I'll open that website in Windows operating system. After URL, I would like to add BWAP. That's it. It's done. BWAP extremely buggy web application is online. Now we can try our hacking skills on this site. If you faced any difficulty while doing it, do post in Q&A section. I'll do my best to reply to all your questions within 24 hours. That's all. Thank you for watching this video. Welcome. In this video we will see XSS Basic demonstration. In this video we will learn XSS Basic using BWAP. Let's open up the browser. I have opened up BWAP. In BWAP I have selected XSS Reflected. If you have no idea about BWAP, do watch previous videos in this course where I have shown setting up BWAP. I will type first name as Amit and last name as Hudar and click on go. Here you can say welcome Amit Hudar. Now I will type XSS script instead of last name, that is script alert hello XSS end of script tag, and I will click on go. Here we get pop-up message as hello XSS. So this site is vulnerable for cross-site scripting. Now I will encode this script tag. For that I will go to this URL, that is demo.nickname.net. Here I have written XSS script and clicked on translate. So this is XSS in encoded form. I'll get back here. Instead of last name equals to Hudar, I'll replace Hudar with this encoded script and click on enter. The pop-up box pops up which shows this site is vulnerable and we successfully executed cross-site scripting tag by encoding, and the browser itself only decoded it. That's it about XSS basic demonstration. Thank you for watching this video. Welcome. In this video, you will see finding the vulnerable XSS websites. It is not really a big issue. Most of the websites you come up with are vulnerable to XSS or cross-site scripting. The thing you need to have is just good knowledge about how to bypass the filtration. Well, there are many techniques like magic, Koto's GPC equals to on, bypass, hex encoding, obfuscation, trying around. I will discuss them later on. To start finding XSS vulnerables, you can check few boxes like blogs, forums, comment boxes, shout boxes, and any kind of input boxes. You can take help of Google to find the website with the vulnerability. That is, first you have to search for input. That is, first you have to find some website where you can enter some inputs. So just search for search.php $Q equals to. You can get a list of common website you can try now. If you are targeting particular website, main search.php $Q equals to with the domain name. Like I want to find where I can enter XSS script. Like I want to find the input boxes in Yahoo. So I will search for Yahoo search.php $Q equals to. So these are the links where I can enter and check for XSS vulnerability in Yahoo website. So that's all in finding the XSS vulnerable websites. Thank you for watching this video. Welcome. In this video, we will see genesis of an XSS worm. The greatest danger of a cross-site scripting vulnerability is the possibility of spreading from user to user of an application until the whole user system get infected. Such code capable of doing that is what we call an XSS worm. In order to better understand how this digital creature works, we will start a brand new journey into the mechanics of the self-replicating code needed to make this danger exist. As always, for tactic purpose, we will keep it simple as possible, making use of essential things only. So we will avoid the use of XHR and similar JavaScript proceeding, better suited for more complex application, which is not our goal. Let's open up the browser. Here I open two tabs, that is rootlogic.com br webgun /test.php $p equals to, and the other one rootlogic.br tests/comments.php. Comment page. This page is meant to be used to post comments and it's vulnerable to stored cross-site scripting. Now let's check the test.php for vulnerability. Type p parameter value as script alert XSS and close off script tag. Here you can see that XSS pop-up message is displayed. This means that this website is vulnerable for XSS. Now let's try with our genesis of an XSS script. Form method equals to post on click equals to elements 0 value equals to outer HTML submit input type equals to hidden name equals to comment click me close off form tag. Injection is a form allowing us to submit content using the post HTTP method equals to post. When clicked on click, it will take the first element of the form, that is element 0, which is input, and sets its value to the outer HTML property of the form. This property returns all between the form tag included. After the form is submitted, the input tag contains a string to be clicked, that is click me, and the name of the posted variable, that is comment. Here I already type in text editor, just copy it and paste as p parameter value in test.php URL. Here I pasted. Let's click on go. You can see that click me text is displayed in the browser. Let's click on it. Here you can see that it will be able to make a copy of injected code every time someone click on click me. So that's it in this video on the genesis of XSS worm. Thank you for watching this video. Welcome, in this video we will see Grease Monkey. Grease Monkey is type of active browsing component that is used to perform dynamic modification on the currently accessed web resource that can fix, patch or add new functions into web application. Grease Monkey formally calls these user scripts, of which there are several repositories. Install the Grease Monkey. To install, Google search for Grease Monkey and click first link of addons.mozilla, as I'm using Mozilla Firefox add-on, and click on Add to Firefox, then install. Grease Monkey has been installed. Now it's not showing up here. Let us go to add-ons and extension. Let's enable it. Restart now. So here is Grease Monkey user script. So this option, I'll go to here and click on new user script. I will give name as Google Reloader and namespace hacking2.com. You can give whatever you want. It doesn't matter what you give namespace. I'll give description as reload every 3 seconds. And in includes, I will write Google URL, that is https www.google.co.in/*. Okay, now it will give you option to write a script. So here I will write a script so that it reload Google page every 3 seconds. I will write Windows set timeout function location.reload, and it should reload every 3 seconds. So I'll write it as 3000 as it takes in microsecond. That is 3000 microsecond, which means 3 seconds. Name Google Reloader, namespace hacking2, reload every 3 seconds. That's it. I'll save it and close it. Now let me demonstrate you how it works. I'll just open up https www.google.co.in. I'll write something here. See, it is reloading again. Let me try to write some more again. It's reloading. So you can notice here that whatever I'm typing here, the Google page is reloading, as we have written a script to reload google.co.in every 3 seconds. This tool will be pretty much useful in cross-site scripting. That's why I have introduced this tool in this video. So that's all about Grease Monkey. Thank you for watching this video. Welcome, in this video we will see Tamper Data Firefox extension. Tamper Data is unique extension in a way that makes it easier for security tester or attacker to modify their request before they have been submitted to the server. To install it, just Google search for Tamper Data, click on the first link of addons.mozilla, add to Firefox, download and install it. Go to add-ons and enable it. Restart now. Now close all the tabs and open up Facebook. Try to log in Facebook. I'll enter user ID and password. I'll open up Tamper Data from Tools and start Tamper and click on Login. You can see the pop-up comes up. I'll click on Tamper. So these are the values I can modify or tamper. That is user agent, language and coding, cookie, email, time zone, and lots of other information. Request to tamper will keep on popping up. I'll click on OK. Just close it up. As you can see, each and every request, it will give us opportunity to tamper. You can tamper and resubmit it. You can see that all the details such as request headers and parameter can be modified. You can type any information that you want to submit and click the OK button. The attack vectors are the same. The tamper data offers a feature where you can simply select an attack vector that you want to be included inside specific field. That makes the bug hunting process a lot easier and quicker. That's all. Thank you for watching this video. Welcome. In this video we will see Burp Suite. Nowadays browsers are designed for speed and efficiency, which means web application security assessment is a painful task because probing a web application requires in-depth analysis. To test an application, you want to slow down the transmission of data and to form data to and from the server to a snail pace so you can read and modify the transmitted data. Hence, the proxy is needed. Burp proxy is a part of a suite of Java tools called Burp Suite that allow for web application penetration. In scope of this course, we will particularly concentrate on proxy part of Burp Suite. Before getting Burp Suite, you need to have Java runtime environment. Google for JRE, download it and install it. It's pretty much simple, which you can get from java.com's website. After that, download Burp Suite. Just Google search for Burp Suite. You will get its official website. Open the website. Download the free version of Burp Suite, which has proxy feature. Download it and run it using Java. Now let me show you how to set up Burp Suite as a proxy to your browser. Open up the Burp Suite by accepting agreement. So this is how the Burp Suite looks. Now to set up Burp Suite as a proxy, here you can see in proxy option, it is set to localhost, that is 127.0.0.1 at port 8080. Set this one same in your browser. Go to browser, setting, advanced setting. In network, set up a proxy as like that I'm setting here, that is localhost or 127.0.0.1 at port 8080. Just do as I'm doing here. That's all, it is set it up. Burp Suite is a good way also to identify a spyware you may have on your system, as it will stop and alert you on any data being transmitted from your client when you turn on interception on here. And further, you need to have an SSL certificate so that SSL website load up in Burp Suite. For that, just type https burp like I'm typing here and hit on enter. You'll get the option to download the Burp Suite certificate for SSL. And keep in mind, you need to have Burp Suite as a proxy while typing this https burp URL to download certificate so that the browser allows HTTPS website through proxy. Just download a certificate, go in setting of a browser. In that advanced, in certificate option, add new certificate and select the downloaded one and add it. Restart the browser and check for HTTPS website like Google and Facebook whether it load up or not. So that's all for manual pen testing. Burp Suite is a pretty much important tool in that proxy option is must for pen tester. So that's all. Thank you for watching this video. Welcome. In this video we will see DOM Inspector. One of the most important characteristics of dynamic hypertext markup language, that is DHTML, and Ajax is that they both perform dynamic modification on the web application HTML structure. This makes web application a lot faster and thus more efficient because only parts of the web page are updated as compared to all of the content. Knowing about how the HTML structure changes is the first step when performing a security audit. DOM Inspector is a default component of the Firefox browser. The DOM Inspector is default component of the Firefox browser. You can access the extension from the Tools option of a browser. Like here, I have opened up Gmail. In Tools, I will go to Web Developer and click on DOM Inspector. So this is DOM Inspector. The DOM Inspector dialog box is divided into 4 main sections. The top part contains information about the resource that is being inspected. The middle of the dialog is occupied 2 inspection trees from where you can select the type of structure you want to explore, that is CSS, DOM, JavaScript object, and so forth. That is under inspection. The bottom of the dialog box contains actual page that is under inspection. Here we are using Gmail as example. The middle part of dialog box where inspection trees are located is also the most interesting. You can navigate through the DOM structure by expanding and collapsing the tree on the left side, which then updates the content on the right side and allows you to narrow your search. The left and the right side have several views that you can choose depending on the purpose of your inspection. If you are a graphic designer, you might be interested in inspecting the various CSS properties, or if you are a web developer or security researcher, you might be interested in examining the actual DOM JavaScript representation. Each of the inspection trees has a button to allow you to choose between the different views. DOM Inspector View Selection. By switching between different views, you can explore the HTML structure of the application that you are testing in the most precise manner. You don't have to examine messy HTML, CSS or JavaScript code. If you select a node from the DOM Inspector, you can copy and paste it to a different place. You can read the XML code that composes the node or highlight the element on the HTML page. All of these operations are performed from DOM Inspector contextual menus. It will take a while to learn how to navigate through a DOM structure via the DOM Inspector, but it is well worth the time. It is important to know how to explore a JavaScript DOM structure. This is because developers often attach custom events, methods, and variables to these elements, which can reveal how the application works. With DOM inspection, we can look into function calls are structured. With DOM Inspector, we can look into how function calls are structured and the event flow of the application that we are testing. This illustrates several DOM methods that are available on one of the inner frame of Gmail. Gmail inner frame object mode. All of the functions visible on are standard for most DOM representation. If this iframe is important for the application workflow, we can replace some of these functions with our own essential hack internal structure. For example, a modified function can be used to sniff for certain events and then trigger action when they occur. This could alternately be done by manually modifying the response data with any of the web application testing proxies. That is Burp Suite, which I had discussed in this course. But the DOM Inspector helps automate this process. As a result, you no longer have to manually intercept, change, and pass every web request to the target function. DOM Inspector has a facility called Evaluate Expression, which can be used to tap into DOM structure with some JavaScript expression, which shows the Evaluate Expression dialog box. So that's all about DOM Inspector, which comes with the Firefox as inbuilt. That's all. Thank you for watching this video. Welcome. In this video we will see No Script Suite Lite. No Script Suite Lite provides an extra security for your browser. It allows JavaScript to be executed only by the trusted websites of your choice. Some websites are added to the whitelist by default, but you can add or remove items at any time. Important features: allows you to block all script from untrusted websites. Simple and very light. This add-on does not use noticeable memory or CPU from your machine. You can easily switch the extension on or off from the toolbar pop-up UI. Add or remove website to the whitelist table easily from toolbar pop-up. Besides scripts, you can also block style sheets, images, objects, and media from untrusted sources. To activate, open toolbar pop-up and click on desired option at the bottom of the panel. Choose desired blocking engine, web request observer or content security policy from the options page. Add desired whitelist or backlist rules with regular expressions. Now let's see how to add on in Chrome. Let's open up the browser and type chrome.google.com web store. In that, search for NoScript Suite Lite add-on. You get the add-on, click on Add it to Chrome button. You see that add-on is downloaded successfully and added in the browser. An add-on is also available for Firefox. Using this add-on, you can prevent cross-site scripting. So that's all in this video. Thank you for watching this video. Welcome. In this video we will see finding reflected XSS vulnerability. The most reliable approach to detecting reflected XSS vulnerability involves working systematically through all the entry points for user input that were identified during application mapping. Let's go to the Firefox browser and type the URL aka demapro.com. Here I identified location where the string is reflected in application response as the search key option. Let's see the source code and find search keyword in the source code. Here we got the search form, copied the input file data. Let's analyze how to inject XSS script. Go to new tab and type real-time HTML editor, that is htmledit.squarefree.com website. This website has high Google page rank and bad result in terms of Yandex topical citation index. We found that htmledit.squarefree.com is poorly socialized in respect to any social network. Anyhow, we will get on our work here, paste it and inject the input tag value as the script alert and the close of script tag. Here we get the pop-up box. Let's try in Academy Pro website, paste in the search text box and hit enter, and the pop-up box here. So it is vulnerable to cross-site scripting. So this is how we found XSS reflected vulnerability in a website that is a real website. That's all about finding reflected XSS vulnerability. Thank you for watching this video. Welcome. In this video we will see XSS reflected Ajax, JSON and XML. XML stands for Extensive Markup Language, is used to keep data in some other file instead the HTML web page itself. JSON, JavaScript Object Notation. JavaScript Object Notation is used to organize input submitted by user and to transmit data between a web server and a web application. Ajax, asynchronous JavaScript and XML, is basically a technology which allows a web page to send and receive data without reloading web page. Let's open up the browser. Here I already opened the BWAP. I'll enter user ID and password. Now I will select from drop-down option as XSS reflected Ajax or JSON. I will type Amit. Here you can see that Amit is reflected in the browser. Now I will type yes with the tag. Using this tag HTML injection vulnerable. Let's check XSS vulnerability. For that I will type script alert XSS end of script tag. There is no alert message is displayed. Now paste our XSS script as image src equal to hash on error equals to alert 1. Here we can see that pop-up message is displayed. Now next let's see Ajax or XML. Let's open up XSS reflected Ajax or XML and type this script, that is and symbol lt image src and so on, which is pretty much complicated for me to spell because it has lots of symbols. So you can see this is the script. We can see that here we got XSS as a pop-up message. Let's copy the text and paste it in real-time HTML editor. Here you can see that text has been displayed as image src equals to hash, on error equals to alert XSS. That's it on XSS reflected, Ajax, JSON and XML. Thank you for watching this video. Welcome. In this video we will see cross-site scripting but on a JSON form. That is where the JSON is used. First, let me open up BWAP or vulnerable website, that is BWAP. I'll log in using my login credentials. In choose your bug, I'll go for cross-site scripting reflected JSON. In search for a movie, I will type SSC double quotation bracket IMG, hit enter. Nothing is showing up. Let me inspect it. In inspector, division, table, main, and here's the script. You can see the variable JSON response string movies response sag image. Sorry, we don't have that movie. So let me try to bypass this JSON string. Again, I will type DDoS. Again, I will type SSC, same as it is, prompt, double quotation, access by Sachin, and let me inspect this again, whether it's bypassing or not. You can see here, it's still not bypassing. Here is the thing which we had written. Let me do further more modification here. Same script I will write as it is again. I'll write / double / and the quotation here, and I'll search. Now XSS is executing. You can see the pop-up box here. So we have successfully bypassed this search box and executing our cross-site scripting script. If you want to know, we can go to inspect again to verify that it has been executed. In script, you can see here it's being executed. We have successfully bypassed JSON form to execute our script. So that's all. Thank you for watching this video. Welcome. In this video we will see XSS reflected JSON. I want to talk about some advanced attacks and potential security flaws, especially when using JSON applications that can lead to data injection or session hijacking issues. In this first, we will learn JSON on particular kind of vulnerabilities in web application that are vulnerable more and more to XSS vulnerabilities that are reflected in non-HTML responses. Before we go further, I want to define JSON. JSON stands for JavaScript Object Notation, is a simple text-based data transfer format that is used to transmit data between a server and web applications. It's widely used as a transfer mechanism in Ajax applications. In general, every expression that is valid in JavaScript is also valid in JSON. So in order to apply our test, we have to know that JSON data objects can be evaluated. So this feature helps to overcome the security restriction applied by the SOP, that is same origin policy. However, we can use scripts to communicate and transmit data by the nature of Ajax applications. JSON, JavaScript Object Notation. JSON is a syntax for storing and exchanging data. JSON is a text written with JavaScript Object Notation. Exchanging data. When exchanging data between a browser and a server, the data can only be text. The JSON is text and we can convert any JavaScript object into JSON and send JSON to the server. We can also convert any JSON received from the server into JavaScript objects. This way we can work with the data as JavaScript objects with no complicated parsing and translation. Hacking JSON consists on the following typical fuzzing techniques, that is array override, large or negative number, symbols like these, additional serialized objects. Now let's start practical on XSS reflected JSON. Let's open up browser, open up pwap. I'll log into pwap. I'll select XSS reflected JSON and click on hack button. You can see that XSS reflected JSON form is opened. Let's type random key hello. Here we got response as hello, sorry we don't have that movie. Now let's type href equals to double quotation blank AAA and close off a tag, and I'll click on go. There is no message from server, but the input is reflected on JSON format. Let's modify key on URL. Type Amit. Now right click mouse button and select inspect option, or you can get inspect by using the shortcut keys Ctrl+Shift+I. You can see that our input is reflected on JSON. Now to find XSS, you need to find how web filter harm character. Let's type double quotation braces and square bracket smaller as symbol image and click on search. Using this character first, I terminate JSON script, so it is very good to exploit XSS on this website. Now let's type quotation flower bases square bracket and again bracket prompt XSS. This is payload for executing XSS. Here we can see that prompt dialog box is opened. So that's it in this video. Thank you for watching this video. Welcome. In this video we will see reflected XSS in error pages report. This is how the attacker explains his report. I found HTML injection vulnerability flaw in Nextcloud. Through this vulnerability, an attacker could manipulate the website. The website could affect the logged users. This vulnerability could affect the logged users. An attacker could send a malicious link to a legitimate user that he is logged in and simulate the login screen to steal the password, or multiple attacks like XSS. The Nextcloud application contains multiple security headers of HTTP, so inject scripts or redirect to another website is difficult. The problem is that not all the browsers supports these headers, but fortunately the most used browsers exist more option to attack. For example, redirect the content of an object or script to a saved and shared items of your directory. Also, the movie type are well configured, and the most browser will not execute JavaScript file that doesn't have the JavaScript content type. Anyway, all the mitigations are well, but these aren't never falling. So the solution to this vulnerability is sanitize the output before to deliver the HTML to the final user. Also, another security flaw is showed, but the impact is less. It is full by disclosure and it shows the full path of Nextcloud installation. So this is proof of concept URL which we had tested in the latest version. So that's all. Thank you for watching this video. Welcome. In this video we will see XSS reflected EVAL. That is basically we will find vulnerability in URL of website. First I will open up pwap. I'll log into it. In cross-site scripting I will select XSS reflected eval. So it says time and date. Here you can see the URL can be infected. In date bracket I will write XSS script, that is script alert, close of script tag. Let me hit enter. It's not executing. You can see here instead of date and time we are getting this closed bracket. It means that we are doing some impact somewhere inside the backend code. So we are doing some impact. Let me change the URL so that the cross-site scripting get executed on the site. I'll just type // to comment out. it's not making that much difference here. Let me try to close brackets and try again. It's not making still sense. Let me write image. You can see the image is not coming here, so I will write cross-site scripting here. It's executing. So finally I was capable to execute cross-site scripting while injecting script in URL. So that's all about injecting cross-site scripting script in URL. Thank you for watching this video. Welcome. In this video we will see XSS reflected href. Let's begin. I will open up the browser. The web is open. I will log into the web. From drop down option I will select XSS reflected href. I will type FS trophy. Here you can see that the movie voting form is displayed. Let's check our XSS vulnerability. I will type script alert XSS and end of script tag and click on continue button. Here you can see that there is no pop-up message is displayed. Let's click on the link. This link is reflected to XSS reflected href form. Press Ctrl+U for source code. Here you can see that script tag is appended with href URL. Now we got the idea to inject our XSS script. I will type --, this symbol, style, close of script tag. Now I will write the XSS script, that is script alert XSS, close of script tag, and click on continue button. You can see that XSS pop-up message is displayed here. And let's see the source code. Here you can see that --, this greater than symbol, is terminated the A tag. So that's all in XSS reflected href. Thank you for watching this video. Welcome. In this video we will learn XSS post method. The form data can be sent as URL variable with method equals to get or as HTTP post transaction with method equals to post. Post method appends form data inside the body of the HTTP request. Data is not shown in URL. Has no size limitation. Form submissions with the post cannot be bookmarked. Let's go to the browser and select XSS reflected post. Now let's go to the Burp Suite and click on intercept. If you are not worried about what is Burp Suite and BWAP, then do watch previous videos in this course where I have explained about it. Let's go to the browser. I will type first name as Amit and second name as Hudar. Click on submit button. Go to the Burp Suite. Here you can see the data is intercepted. Modify last name data as script alert hello script and tag. Then click on forward. Let's go to the browser. Here we can see that the pop-up message is displayed here as hello. This means this page is vulnerable to cross-site scripting through post method. That's it in this video on XSS post method demonstration. Thank you for watching this video. Welcome. In this video we will see XSS using Burp Suite for post request method. Burp Suite is integrated platform for performing security testing of web application. Its various tools work seamlessly together to support the entire testing process from initial mapping and analysis of an application's attack surface through to the finding and exploiting security vulnerabilities. Do watch previous videos in this course to learn about Burp Suite. Now let's do some practical to do XSS on post request. Let's open up the browser and the Burp Suite. Now I will log into the web. Now select drop down option XSS reflected post and click on hack. Let's open up the Burp Suite and click on intercept. Here intercept is on. Type first name as hello and last name as Amit and click on Go. Here we can see that welcome hello Amit is reflected here. In Burp Suite, post parameters are displayed here. Let's modify the data. Now let's type cross-site scripting script, that is script alert XSS, close of script tag and hello, and click on Go. Here you can see that our input text is encoded and click on forward button. Here you can see that XSS pop-up message is displayed here. Using Burp Suite, you can modify post parameter data, session values, cookie values, etc. So that's it in this video on XSS using Burp Suite for post request. Thank you for watching this video. Welcome. In this video, we will see DOM-based XSS. DOM-based XSS is also called Type 0 XSS. Is an XSS attack where the attack payload is executed as a result of modifying the DOM environment in the victim's browser used by the original client-side script. So the client-side script runs in an unexpected manner, that is, the page itself does not change, but the client-side code contained in the page executes differently due to the malicious modification that have occurred in the DOM environment. In reflective and stored cross-site scripting attacks, you can see the vulnerability payload in the response page, but in the DOM-based cross-site scripting, the HTML source code and the response of the attack will be exactly the same, that is, the payload cannot be found in the response. It can only be observed on the runtime or by investigating the DOM of the page. List of the sources and sinks which are typically targeted in DOM XSS attacks: document.document.uri, location.href, location.search, location.star, window.name, document.referrer. Let's see some demonstration. Let's try for XSS vulnerability. I'll type script alert XSS script, click on submit. Here I got pop-up message. This means this website is vulnerable to cross-site scripting. Let's start our DOM-based attack on this website. Let's open the browser. Here you see that cookie.php file. I'll type script, type equals to text or JavaScript, document.elementById, comment.style.visibility equals to hidden. I'll click on comment and refresh the page. Here you see that the text area box is hidden. Let's see in the source code. Here text area box code is presented, but our malicious code hidden in the text area. That is script type equals to text JavaScript, document.getElementById, comment.style visibility equals to hidden. Let's delete script in the database server. Now refresh the page. The text area is visible in browser. Now let's change the image src using our malicious JavaScript code. Let's see the image URL. Here image is displayed. Now a1.png image replaced with image URL. Now click on commit button and refresh the page. Here you can see that the image is changed. Our malicious script is presented in source code. So that's all about demonstration of DOM-based XSS. Thank you for watching this video. Welcome. In this video, we'll learn XML file access vulnerability. XML injection testing is when a tester tries to inject an XML doc to the application. If the XML parse fails to contextually validate data, then the test will yield a positive result. XML style communication will be defined and its working principles explained. Then the discovery method, in which we try to insert XML meta characters. Once the first step is accomplished, the tester will have some information about the XML structure, so it will be possible to inject XML data and tags. Let's open a browser and go to bweb. Login into bweb. Let's select hack drop-down option as unrestricted file upload and click on the hack button. Now you can see that unrestricted file upload form is opened. Let's see our XSS XML file. Let's go to the desktop. Here I created ex.xml file. Now open it in the Notepad++. Here you can see that HTML head. Inside that we have written XSS, and in the body we have written the script for cross-site scripting, that is alert.document.cookie, and alert pop-up message as XSS. Now let's go to the browser. Browse ex.xml file from the browser. Click on browse button and select ex.xml file. Click on upload button to upload XML file. Here you can see that XML file is uploaded successfully and link also generated in pweb. Now let's click on hyperlink. You can see that XSS pop-up message will be displayed here, and here you can see that XML file content. Now let's steal the cookie using this XML file. Go to the browser and open XML file and modify XSS message as document.cookie. This will return the cookies. I renamed it as cookie. Now let's go back to the browser and click on browse button and select the cookie.xml file and upload it. Hyperlink is generated here. Click on it. We can see that the cookie is displayed in pop-up message. That's it in XML source file injecting XSS. Thank you for watching this video. Welcome. In this video we will learn cross-site scripting attacks to do more than just stealing credential or spy on user. They can also be used to defame or attack a person's reputation. In this video I will illustrate exploiting the XSS vulnerable website called XYZ College website. Here I created one simple college web page. In this website I used XSS stored vulnerability. Here I added one comment text box for the review or the feedback. Using this, attacker can inject their malicious XSS script. Let's open up the browser. XYZ College page is opened here. Click me to register. Here links to redirect registration form for new student. Using this click me tag, we will inject XSS script to run our HTML form. Let's see the XSS script. Here I used demo tag ID. Back to the browser and inspect elements. Here you can see that your p tag ID is demo. Now let's comment our XSS script. Copy the script and paste it in the text box. Here I used one form. The action is index.php. Now I will modify it. You can use your own website link. I will type google.co.in. Now click on comment button. Comment is successfully stored in the database. Here you can see that in the source code, our injected XSS code is reflected here. Let's see how XSS is in the school.php page. Let's click on the click me text. Here you can see that our injected XSS form is displayed here. Click on submit to enroll. You can see that further data is posted to the Google website. Using this technique, you can exploit vulnerable website. Let's see the server-side source code. As we saw in the previous videos, all the database, connect and inserting query code are same. Here we run our script on this pid equals to demo tag. As usual, server name, username, password, database, and create connections. For post method, that is if is set post, or as usual, and if is set post for the comment, and if is set get for the name to get the name and post the comment. If you just observe this code, you will sure get it. And here it is a pid equals to demo. This is where we run our script, that is on this pid equals to demo tag. And next is the PHP script to take the query and give the results. That's all. If you want the source code, you can download it. I've given an option to download it. So that's all in this video on exploiting cross-site scripting to defame or attack person's reputation. That's all. Thank you for watching this video. Welcome. In this video, you will see cross-site scripting stored report. The website is located at https://login.uber.com. Applications suffers from a stored cross-site scripting vulnerability. Reproduction steps: create a new application with name as the following vector, that is image src equals to x, on error is equal to prompt1, and try to delete the same app. Note that XSS payload has fired. Possible scenario: attacker gets added as an admin or developer for an app, adds an app with an XSS vector as a name, victim sees the unusual app and attempts to delete it. Or attacker creates an app with XSY name and adds victim as an admin, victim joins the app and attempts to delete it. I have tested this in the latest Firefox and Chrome and attached a screenshot of the issue occurring in the Chrome. So this was pretty much simple report on stored cross-site scripting. Thank you for watching this video. Welcome. In this video, we will see stored cross-site scripting. Stored cross-site scripting is the most dangerous type of cross-site scripting. Web applications that allow users to store data are potentially exposed to this type of attack. In this course, we will sure see demonstration of stored cross-site scripting and exploitation. Stored XSS occurs when a web application gathers input from user which might be malicious and then stores that input in a data store for later use. The input that is stored is not correctly filtered. As a consequence, the malicious data will appear to be part of the website and run within the user's browser under the privileges of the web application. Since this vulnerability typically involves at least 2 requests to the application, this may also be called second-order XSS. This vulnerability can be used to conduct a number of browser-based attacks, including hijacking another user's browser, capturing sensitive information viewed by the application user, pseudo defacement of the application, port scanning of internal host, directed delivery of browser-based exploit, and other malicious activities. Stored XSS does not need a malicious link to be exploited. A successful exploitation occurs when a user visits a page with a stored XSS. Let's see the scenario of stored XSS. Attacker stores malicious code into the vulnerable page, then user authenticates in the application, user visits the vulnerable page, malicious code is executed by the user's browser. Let's see stored XSS from demonstration. Let's open up the browser and go to XSS stored in DVWA vulnerable web application. If you have no idea about what is DVWA and all, do watch previous videos in this course where I had demonstrated what is DVWA and all. Go to XSS stored, type script with the tag. It looks there is a restriction in the input length, no problem. Now inspect element and change the length as 100 and type script alert, script and test. Click on sign in guestbook. There is no pop-up box as we had expected. I think we have to reduce security to low. Now let's go to security and set it to low. Now let's again type script alert, script and test. Click on sign in guestbook. Here we got the pop-up message, that is, this web page is vulnerable to cross-site scripting, and we found out by using this script. If you come again and visit this same page, you'll get again the same pop-up box. So this is stored cross-site scripting, that the code we had inserted keep on executing whenever the new user visits this page. In reflected, it's executed when used with a string, but in stored, once you insert this script, it keep on executing whenever the new user visits this page. So that's all in this video. In next video, I'll set security level to medium and high, and let's see how to identify stored XSS in medium and high level. That's all. Thank you for watching this video. Welcome, in this video we will continue with stored cross-site scripting by setting difficulty to medium. We had already executed stored cross-site scripting, so let's reset the database to start with the security medium. In DVWA, let's reset the database. In DVW security, let's change low to medium and click on submit. Now let's open XSS stored. Let's inspect element and change the length as 100 and type XSS script which we had typed in previous video. That is script alert and script and test, and click on sign in guestbook. There is no pop-up box displayed. Let's copy this symbol and search in source code. There is no such script here. Let's see the name in XSS stored PHP source code. Here they used preg_replace for replacing script tag code. Now inspect element and change length as 100. Let's try with our second technique. We'll do some changes in the script. Type the script in this way, that is scr, inside that script tag and ipd. That's it, very minor change. Let's click now. Here we got the pop-up window. That's it. If the security level is high, we have to change the script so that it get executed. If you ask me from where I got this script, means you can get from cheat sheet of cross-site scripting. Just Google out for cheat sheet of cross-site scripting. You'll get tens of such cross-site scripting scripts. That's all in XSS stored medium security level. Thank you for watching this video. Welcome, in this video we will continue with stored cross-site scripting. In that we will see security level high. Reset the database in DVWA to clean whatever we have done in previous video and set security level to high. Now open up stored XSS, inspect the element, set the length as 100 of name and type normal XSS script and click on sign guest. Nothing happened, as it will not, as this is a high security. Let's go and check in the source code. Here you can see, here they have used preg_replace for replacing script tag code. Now inspect the element and change the length to 100. Now let's type the script as image src equals to x on error equals to alert XSS. Here we got the pop-up window. This is a script which will work if the security is high level. So that's it in XSS stored security level high. I hope you learned that the script of XSS keep on changing on the security level. Thank you for watching this video. Welcome, in this video we will see stored reflected XSS. First I will open up BWAP, and in BWAP, in choose your bug option, I'll go for cross-site scripting. In that stored block, I'll type script alert 1 and close off script tag and click on submit. The XSS script is getting executed as I'm getting pop-up box. Now I will execute one more script with different value inside alert. Write XSS and click on submit. First I'm getting pop-up box as 1. When I click OK, I'm getting second pop-up box as XSS. So this is how the stored XSS work. If you just enter script once, each and every time for every user who visits the site, it will be executed. 2 is not the limit. To show that, I will add one more script here. I will add just random words, dsfsd, and hit on submit 1, XSS, dsfsd, and so on. If I again opt in for this page by choosing the same XSS stored block from bug option, the same box will appear, that is 1, XSS, and so on. I'll just track mark here to stop the pop-up box. So this is how the reflected and stored XSS work. That's all. Thank you for watching this video. Welcome. In this video we will see cross-site scripting stored report. The website is located at https://login.uber.com. Applications suffers from a stored cross-site scripting vulnerability. Reproduction steps: create a new application with name as the following vector, that is image src equals to x, on error is equal to prompt1, and try to delete the same app. Note that XSS payload has fired. Possible scenario: attacker gets added as an admin or developer for an app, adds an app with an XSS vector as a name, victim sees the unusual app and attempts to delete it. Or attacker creates an app with XSY name and adds victim as an admin, victim joins the app and attempts to delete it. I have tested this in the latest Firefox and Chrome and attached a screenshot of the issue occurring in the Chrome. So this was pretty much simple report on stored cross-site scripting. Thank you for watching this video. Welcome. In this video we will learn permanent cross-site scripting, or you can call it as stored cross-site scripting. NetSparker detected possible permanent cross-site scripting, which allows an attacker to execute dynamic scripts like JavaScript and VBScript in the context of the application. This allows several different attack opportunities, mostly hijacking the current session of the user or changing the look of the page by changing the HTML on the fly to steal users' credentials. This happens because the input entered by the user has been interpreted by HTML or JavaScript or VBScript within the browser. Permanent means that the attack will be stored in the backend system. In normal cross-site scripting, an attacker needs to email the victim, but in permanent cross-site scripting, an attacker can simply execute the attack and wait for the user to see the affected page. As soon as someone visits the page, the attacker's stored payload will get executed. Stored cross-site scripting targets the user of the application instead of the server, although this is a limitation since it only allows attacker to hijack other users' session. The attacker might attack an administrator to gain full control over the application. Impact: permanent XSS is a dangerous issue that has many exploitation vectors, some of which include user session-sensitive information, such as cookie can be stolen. XSS can enable client-side worms which could modify, delete, or steal other users' data within the application. The website can be redirected to a new location, defaced, or used as a phishing site. Remedy: the issue occurs because the browser interprets the input as active HTML, JavaScript, or VBScript. To avoid this, all input and output from the application should be filtered. Output should be filtered according to the output format and location. Typically, the output location is HTML. Where the output is HTML, ensure all active content is removed prior to the presentation to the server. Prior to sanitizing user input, ensure you have predefined list of both expected and acceptable characters with which you will populate a whitelist. This list needs only be defined once and should be used to sanitize and validate all subsequent input. There are a number of predefined well-structured whitelist libraries available for many different environments. The good example of these include OWASP, Reform, and Microsoft anti-cross-site scripting libraries. Let's see permanent cross-site scripting or cross-site scripting by practical. Open up the browser. Here I already opened PWAP. I will select the drop-down option as SQL, injection stored SQLite. Now let's check for XSS vulnerability. I will type script alert XSS and close out script tag and click on add entry. Here you can see that pop-up message XSS is displayed. This website is XSS vulnerable. Now I will type script document.write cookie plus document.cookie, alert document.cookie, and end of script tag. Now click on add entry. Here you can see that our cookie is displayed in alert pop-up box and also displayed in entry option. This type of scripts are stored permanently in the website database. It will not disappear until we reset our database. That's how permanent cross-site scripting or stored cross-site scripting works. That's it about permanent cross-site scripting. Thank you for watching this video. Welcome. In this video, we are going to learn Treaty tool for checking XSS vulnerability. Treaty, it is an advanced pen testing framework dedicated to everything from vulnerability testing to cryptography. Let's open up terminal and type Treaty. Treaty tool is started here. Type help. Here you can see that functions of Treaty tool. Here I choose XSS simple check for XSS vulnerability. Type XSS. Now we get response as type victim machine URL. I'll type https go.com $q equals to. It will scan with different XSS payloads. So here we can see that we found XSS vulnerability in Google. That is on mouse equals to prompt XSS post payload. So basically it just means that this payload can be applied here. Now let's try with another URL. Type XSS. Type URL http prootlogic.com.br webgun test.php $q equals to. Here you can see that XSS vulnerabilities payload. Using this Linux tool, you can check different websites. So that's it in this video on Treaty tool for checking XSS vulnerability. Thank you for watching this video. Welcome. In this video, we will learn XSS using cookie. Cookie, also called as web cookie, internet cookie, browser cookie, is a small piece of data sent from website and stored on the user's computer by the user's web browser while the user is browsing. Cookies were designed to be a reliable mechanism for website to remember stateful information such as items added in the shopping cart in an online store, or to record the user's browsing activity, including clicking particular buttons, logging in, or recording which pages were visited in the past. They can also be used to remember arbitrary pieces of information that the user previously entered into form fields such as names, addresses, passwords, and credit card numbers. Now let's XSS using cookies. Let's open up the browser. Here I created one website, login.php. This page is used for logging the website XSS cookie based login. I'll type Amit7 as username and 12345 as password. Let's open up SQL Server. Here you can see that user table data Amit27 and 12345. Now click on login. Here we can see that I logged in this website. You can see that Amit7 user is logged in. Now click on output cookie to display a cookie data. Here we can see that Amit7 cookie is displayed in pop-up message. Now let's see in the source code. Copy login as text and search in the source code. Here you can see that Amit cookie value is reflected here. Now let's inject XSS script in the cookie. You can use Burp Suite, tamper, HTTP, Fox, etc. Here I'm using SQL injection using XSS. Let's load from this site. Now type username as Amit apostrophe -- space -- script alert XSS using cookie, close off script tag, password as 12345, and click on login. You can see that the pop-up message is displayed here as XSS using cookie. Now let's see in the source code. We can see that our SQL injection query and XSS script is reflected here. Now let's see cookie. Click on output cookie button. You can see that Amit apostrophe -- space -- and the XSS script is displayed here. Now let's see server-side source code. Let's see of the login.php. Here I used condition. If the cookie is set, this condition will unset the cookie using unset method. And here I created XSS cookie based login to input text boxes, username and password. Here I used login button for posting the form data. Let's see PHP script. Surname localhost, username root, password nothing, database name Amit_DB. If is set post submit, this condition execute when the login form is submitted. MySQL function used for creating the database connection. If connection is connect error, this condition execute when connection failed. If is set post username, this condition execute if the form is submitted. SQL query select star from username equals to post and password equals to post pass using query function executes the query. Using result num rows returns more than 0 username. Cookie is created with the username value and this form is redirected cookie PHP page, else invalid username and password. Now I will give brief explanation on cookie server side source code. As you saw in login.php code, database and connection are same. Here I use username cookie for logged in as cookie username. Using this cookie I reflected XSS script. Here I created text for the comment and line submit button. Output cookie button used to display the username cookie button. So that's all in XSS using cookies. Thank you for watching this video. Welcome. In this video, we'll learn how to do cookie stealing via cross-site scripting vulnerability with persistent type. This kind of vulnerability is much more dangerous than the non-persistent one because it will affect the whole user of the website that has this kind of persistent cross-site scripting vulnerability. This kind of vulnerability can give you access to other user account and even to the administrator that maintain the website. Let's go to the browser. Cookies.php page contain text area box, comment button, new cookie for creating new cookie and display cookie. At the bottom, previous comment are displayed here. Let's create a cookie. Cookie name is password. Let's see the password cookie. Clicking on output cookie button. The cookie is 1163199995. Let's check for vulnerability for this website. Let's type script alert XSS script, click on comment. Here the comment submitted successfully. Let's refresh the page. Here we get pop-up message. That is it's vulnerable. Now comment, click here ahref equals to google.co.in Google. Here we get the link. Click on it, we get Google page. Now let's see server-side code. Here if is set post new cookie. If this condition executes when the new cookie button clicked. The cookie name is password. I use password for random data. If is set post out cookie, condition execute when the output cookie button is clicked to display a cookie in pop-up box. Here we see that the HTML form design method ID post, comment text area, comment button. Let's see the PHP insertion code. Surname equals to localhost, username root, password nothing, db name Amit_DB, MySQL function for connecting to SQL server. If no type function executes and turn off the page. Statement equals to connection prepare, insert into Amit database, comment name, value. Displayed previous comment query, that is SQL equals to select from comment. Now let's see stealing cookie. Here I created one PHP file, cookie monster.php. Cookie.txt file stores all the cookie type. Script location.href equals to http localhost cookie monster.php. Cookie equals to document.cookie. End of script tag. Click commit button. Here form is submitted. Here comment is successfully stored in database. Refresh this page and we can see that the page is redirected to cookie monster.php file. The cookie is stored in cookie.txt file. Let's see cookie.txt file. Here you can see that the cookie is displayed here. So this is how stealing of cookie is done if the site is vulnerable to cross-site scripting. That's all in stealing cookie. Thank you for watching this video. Welcome. In this video we will learn stealing cookie using email. Using this technique we can steal cookie from vulnerable XSS website. Let's send email to xyz@gmail.com and click on button and paste our cookie stealing URL as localhost XSS cookie/cookies.php. Type display text as click me and type title as XSS and send. Here you can see that the mail is sent. Let's check in sent mail how it is displayed in victim browser. Now let's see in victim browser. I'll open up the browser and type gmail.com and click on go. Here you can see that Amit email. Let's open the mail. Here we see that the click me is hyperlink is here. Let's click on it. Here you can see that the page is redirected and finally redirected as gmail.com. Victim user assume that this URL is redirected self, but in background it steals the cookies of XSS vulnerable website. Let's see the URL, right click on it and select copy link location. That is localhost XSS cookies.php. Using this page I use stored cross-site scripting in comments. Let's see the cookie.txt to check out the cookie. Password 23303 and so and username as Amit27, resource 3. Let's see the XSS script in comment table. Open up localhost php admin Amit_db comment. Here you can see that XSS script. This script is redirected to cookiemonster.php with URL get method cookie parameter. Let's open up cookiemonster.php. Here you can see that the code fopen function will create the file. Using file put contents function will write cookie data into the file. So that's it in this video on stealing cookie via email. Thank you for watching this video. Welcome. In this video we will see BEEF. BEEF stands for Browser Exploitation Framework. It is a penetration testing tool that focuses on the web browser. The BEEF allows the professional penetration tester to assess the actual security posture of a target environment using client-side attack vectors. The BEEF is a powerful professional security tool. BEEF is a pioneering technique that provides the experienced penetration tester with practical client-side attack vectors. Unlike other security frameworks, BEEF focuses on leveraging browser vulnerabilities to assess the security posture of a target. This project is developed solely for lawful research and penetration testing. BEEF hooks one or more web browser as a beachhead for the launching of directed command modules. Each browser is likely to be within a different security context, and each context may provide a set of unique attack vectors. The framework allows penetration tester to select specific modules to target each browser, and therefore each context. The framework contains numerous command modules that employ BEEF's simple and powerful API. This API is at the heart of framework's effectiveness and efficiency. It abstracts complexity and facilitates quick development of custom modules. Now we'll learn how to use BEEF XSS framework. Let's open up Linux. Now I will click on BEEF framework icon. Here you can see that BEEF framework opened in terminal and XSS code for exploiting. And XSS code for exploiting, that is script src equals to http localhost, that is 127.0.1 3000 hook.js, and the end of script. Now BEEF framework is opened in browser. Type username and password as BEEF. Here I deleted old exploit history. Now open bbox and open terminal. type if config. Let's copy the IP address. Now open pbox in Kali Linux, log into the pwap. Now select the drop-down option as XSS reflected. Now let's check for XSS vulnerabilities. I will type first name as Amit Hudar and last name as XSS JavaScript, that is script alert XSS end of script tag, and click on go. Here you can see that XSS pop-up message is open displayed. Now let's find the Kali Linux IP address. Open new terminal and type if config. IP address is 192.168 and so and so. Let's copy it inside the script tag, that is script src http 127.0.1 3000 hook.js, that is beef exploit.js code. Inside that, instead of localhost, add that 192.168 and so and so. So for that, now let's open up pwap. I'll type first name as Amit Hudar, last name as script src equals to 192.168, that is instead of localhost. After that 3000 hook.js script and click on go. Here we get welcome Amit Hudar. In source code our XSS code is reflected. Now open B framework and refresh it. Here you can see that online browser, that is 192.168.154.130 IP address. Click on the IP address. Here we see exploit browser history. The current browser is Mozilla Firefox, English US, browser platform Linux, plugins, window size, browser components, that is Flash is no VBScript, just WebSockets is S, and WebRTC S, session cookie S, persistent cookie S, rest of them are no. And in category hooked page, page title pwap XSS, page URL, page referrer, host name, and cookie. Further option in current browser we saw all the details. Let's go to logs. You can see the logs of browser, commands, lots of commands to use when it is hooked. Rider, access arrays, IPEC, network, that is in what network. This is how it should be, that is localhost, hooked browser, the firewall for internet, and here is the beef. The host is localhost. Lots of options you have inside beef. So that's all about beef XSS exploit tool. I have not just explained the tool, I have demonstrated how XSS vulnerable page can be hooked to the beef to exploit further. That's all. Thank you for watching this video. Welcome. In this video we will see bypassing basic filter XSS. Most of the time it will be not that easy, as we have demonstrated in previous video, that is just inserting basic XSS script. We have to try some work around for kinds of defenses that developer may put in place, usually through encoding, obfuscation, or a different type of approach. Magic_quotos.jpc, the version of PHP less than 5.3, used a configuration variable called magic_quotos.jpc, which would change all this symbol, that is single quote, double quote, backslash, and null, into an escaped form of those characters. The resulting alert would look possibly like alert backslash quotation XSS or alert with just backslashes. Magic_quotos_gpc ext. This PHP variable has since been removed, as it was not a plausible solution to many attacks and as many people were learning about SQL injection. More database specific functions were designed to be used instead, like example mysql_real_escape_string, inside that a string. Many websites still use old version of PHP. This means many sites still use this magic_quotos.jpc as their only line of defense. Some websites may only add in a simple filter to convert the magic quote values into their HTML entity equivalent. Let's see bypassing basic filter in practical. Let's start by using from char code. Let's try out bypassing filter with a little trick to generate a string at runtime. Avoiding all use of quotas. The new avoid basic filter.php file will simulate now removed magic underscore quotas.gpc. Let's open up browser. Here I created one avoid basic filter.php page for test new comment website. Now let's see server-side script. Server name, localhost, username, root, password, database name. Using MySQL function for creating connection. If MySQL function is not connected to database, that function will execute and turn off the page. If isSet is used for deleting the comment. If isSet post comment used for inserting the query. Connection query SQL. This function is used to insert data in database. If not, error will be generated. HTML form is used for posting comments. This section data is used for retrieving data from database. Array PHP array function is used to replace this array. Let's go to SQL Server. Here I created Amit underscore DB and comment table. This table has 3 attributes: ID, comment, and name. Now let's try with basic filter. I will type script alert XSS script and click on comment button. Here no pop-up box is displayed. Let's see the source code. Here we can see that double quotation is displayed with this symbol. So now let's try something else, like using ASCII code. I will type script alert string dot from char code 88 83 83. 88 ASCII code is X, 83 is S, and click on comment and refresh the page. Here we can see that XSS pop-up message is displayed. What we did is, instead of writing XSS, we wrote from char code 88 83 83, that is XSS in ASCII form, and we successfully bypassed the filter. In source code, here we can see that the JavaScript is presented here. The browser will convert ASCII code to character, and the cross-site scripting script will be executed by bypassing filters. So that's it in this video on bypassing basic filter XSS. Thank you for watching this video. Welcome. In this video, we'll continue with bypassing basic filters XSS. In this video, we'll see another attack strategy. Until up now, we have used this script tag to run all of our cross-site script. However, if you know much about JavaScript, you can also run script from the browser's address bar by typing JavaScript :alert in the quotation the word that is hello while on the web page. A developer may have straight up blocked the script tag altogether. Let's inject a JavaScript link into our test page. Let's open up the browser. Here I created one void basic filter.php page for test new comment website. I will type in the comment box href JavaScript :alert string from char code 88 83 83. This is ASCII code which we saw in previous video, which stands for XSS, and instead of script tag we have used this JavaScript, and we have enclosed this tag by writing click me. Now I will click on comment button. You can see that in comment 1 displaying hyperlink as click me. Just click on it. Here we get XSS pop-up message box. Now let's try with another strategy. I will type href JavaScript alert go to this ampersand symbol, go to XSS ampersand symbol, and go to, and I'll write click me and end the tag. Now I'll click on submit. The comment is inserted successfully. Now I will click on second comment hyperlink. Here you can see that XSS pop-up message is displayed here. So both click me hyperlink displayed pop-up message. So this is how we bypassed XSS filters by making changes in XSS script. So that's it in this video on bypassing basic filter XSS. Thank you for watching this video. Welcome, in this video we will learn bypassing advanced filters. First let me open up the browser. Here I created one web page index.php with the header new comment website. The comment box, name text box, here comments and one clear button for delete the table data. Let's see the source code, server name localhost, username root, password nothing, database amit_db, create connection code, check connection code, and the condition with the post used for inserting the comment, and the get condition used for displaying name, and if get condition used for displaying name, comment HTML form. This is the whole PHP code for the form. This PHP code retrieve the comment from the database and display it. Now let's go to the browser and type ASCII decimal encoded data in comment box. So this is it. This will turn into JavaScript alert XSS. These HTML entities will form JavaScript address bar script when the HTML is interpreted by the browser. This is great for defeating word blacklist and strong code of filters, that is ASCII hex encoded one. Now refresh the page, click on hyperlink click me. Here we get XSS pop-up window. Let's see in the database server comment table. Click on browser button here. We can see that the comment stored in ASCII form. Let's see in the source code. Here also same code is in ASCII form. The same can be done with hexadecimal. Now let's try with hexadecimal form. Using the #x prefix in HTML entities, we'll interpret as hex. Type in comment box, that is a href quotation %x 6a %x 61 and so on, which we interpreted as in hex. Now I will click on comment. Just click on it. Here we get one comment button. Let's see in the source code. Here you can see that the comment is in hex form. You can find many text to hex converter on the web. Just Google search for it. So that's all in bypassing advanced filters. Thank you for watching this video. Welcome, in this video we'll learn bypassing advanced filters, URL hexadecimal. URLs can only be sent over the internet using the ASCII character set. If a URL contains character outside the ASCII set, the URL has to be converted. URL encoding converts non-ASCII character into a format that can be transmitted over the internet. URL encoding replaces non-ASCII character with a percentage symbol followed by hexadecimal digits. URLs cannot contain spaces. URL encoding normally replaces a space with a plus sign or a %20. Let's open up the browser. Here I already opened pweb. I will type my username and password. Click on login. Here I will select cross-site scripting reflected get. Let's check for XSS vulnerability. I will type first name as Amit and last name as XSS script, that is script alert close of script tag, and click on go. Here we can see that XSS pop-up message is displayed here. Now let's try with URL hexadecimal data. Modify the last name with hexadecimal code data, that is replace the script alert script tag with %3c script %3 e alert XSS %3c script %3e and click on go. You can see that we got pop-up message. The source code hexadecimal form is converted to normal form. Now let's try with full hexadecimal data. Replace the last name with full hexaform data, that is %3c %73 and so on. This full hexa code means script alert XSS and close out script tag. Now I will click on go. Here we got pop-up message as XSS. Here you can see that in URL, full hex form is converted into normal form. That's it in this video on bypassing advanced filter with hex and full hex. Thank you for watching this video. Welcome. In this video we will see location-based payloads. In researching a way to avoid filter which detects and block the XSS attempt in the presence of parentheses in a payload, I came to interesting solution of this problem I'll share in this series of videos. It's worth to note that any encoding of prohibited character will not avoid the filter. To accomplish that, I started to use the JavaScript document location property which make possible drop payloads. In this video, we will learn how to inject location-based payload XSS script. Let's open up the browser. Here I open broadlogic.com.br/webgun/test.php ? Equals to the website for XSS test. Let's type in URL p parameter data as svg onload equals to location equals to JavaScript alert 1 and press on go button. Here we can see that XSS pop-up message is displayed here. Now let's see source code Ctrl+U. We can see that our code is reflected here. This is easily flagged by any decent filter. We have another trick which hides the signature part, JavaScript with double quotation and alert 1 in the hash part of the URL because it's never sent to the server. Type in URL p parameter value as svg onload is equal to location.hash.substring1 JavaScript alert XSS. Here you can see that XSS pop-up message is displayed here. In source code p parameter value is reflected here. The location.hash.substring1 returns everything after the hash sign, which responds for location.hash.substring0. The location.hash returns a string which is splitted by substring method, hence the 0 and 1 parts. That's all in this video. Thank you for watching this video. Welcome. In this video we will see location-based payloads. In previous video we learned location.hash_substring1 returns everything after the hash sign, which responds for the location.hash_substring0. The location.hash returns a string which is splitted by the substring method, hence the 0 and 1 parts. But we are still using parentheses, so let's work on it. In order to do that, we will first bring the flagged strings back by splitting them to avoid detection. In order to do that, we will first bring the flagged strings back by splitting them to avoid detection. Let's open up the browser and go to broadlogic.br webgun test.php ? Equals to website for XSS test. Type p parameter value as svg onload equals to location equals to javas with single quotation %2p script with single quotation %2p ale %2p rt %2p location.hash_substring1 XSS and click on go. Here you can get XSS pop-up message and let's see the source code. For that I'll press Ctrl+U. Here substring1 displayed as XSS alert message. The result become as javas plus script plus ale plus rt plus 1. In p parameter values, %2p is encoded plus sign because in its literal form it's changed to a regular space by browser before submitting. So what we are doing here is adding 2 pieces of the JavaScript string to another 2 pieces of alert string plus the content of the URL after the hash using location.hash.substring1. Now in order to avoid the quotas, we can use /string /trick. Let's see that how we can avoid quotas. Type p parameter value as svg onload location equals to javas dot source %2p script / source %2p / ale source %2p /rt /source %2p location.hash substring1 greater than hash 1. Here you can see that the pop-up 1 is displayed here. Let's replace 1 by XSS. Here you can see that XSS pop-up message is displayed here, but we're still using parentheses, so we need another trick, changing it a little bit, and parentheses are avoided completely. Now let's type p parameter value as svg on load equals to location equals to javas dot source %2b script /dot source %2b ale /dot source %2b rt /dot source %2b location dot hash 1 %2b1 %2b location dot hash 2 return symbol hash and closing of brackets, and click on go. Here we can see that one message pop-up is displayed here. That's all in this video. In next video we'll again continue with location based payloads. Thank you for watching this video. Welcome. In this video we will learn on webgun XSS payload building tool. Let's see how we can build XSS payload using this tool. Let's open browser and type URL as prootlogic.com.br webgun and click on go. Here you can see that webgun tool. In this tool we have option to have different browser options like agnostic, Internet Explorer, Firefox, Opera, etc. We have another options is called event and tag oriented. The basic syntax of webgun payload: extra 1, tag spacer 1, extra 2 spacer 2, handler spacer 3 equals to spacer 4, code spacer 5, close of tag extra 3, variation extra 1, tag spacer 1, handler spacer 3 equals to spacer 4, code spacer 5 extra 2, close of the tag extra 3, which is without spacer 2. There are 11 drop-down messages are there. Let's see the extra 1 drop-down options. Drop-down options have form frame, set table, etc. Next is drop-down options have 1 char tags, have 2 char tags, etc. Next is space drop-down encode values. Extra 2 drop-down has src. src is equal to g, id equals to, etc. The next is space drop-down encode values. Event drop-down option is events occurred on the tags. Next is space drop-down encode values. JavaScript drop-down options are JS functions like alert, open, etc. The next is space drop-down encode values. Extra 3 drop-down is used for displaying the data. Now let's build a simple XSS script in Firefox browser. So I select Firefox, event-oriented options. Let's select extra 1 drop-down option as table. Next is tag drop-down option as thread. Next is %0c values. Extra 2 drop-down options select as style equals to font size 700 pixel. The next is %0t values. Event drop-down option select as on mouse over. Next is space %0p values. JavaScript drop-down option select as confirm 1. Next is space %09 values. Extra 3 drop-down option as td, aaa. Now all mandatory fields are selected. Let's click on build button. Here you can see that XSS code is generated here. Let's replace with tag a as thread. I'll copy it and paste it in the text editor. Let's go to test.php. Let's check this website is vulnerable or not. Type p parameter value as script alert XSS close of script tag. Here we can see that pop-up message is displayed here. This means that this website is vulnerable for XSS. Now let's paste our webgun XSS script and click on go. You can see that the complete alert message is displayed here, and this continuously displayed when our cursor moves to URL tab. Using this tool you can make XSS script. That's all. Thank you for watching this video. Welcome, in this video we'll learn how to identify the user input reflections. Consider YouTube in search text field. In search text field, I will enter ABCD and click on search. It will display the videos which matches to the string ABCDE. Now I will try one more string, that is ABXYZCDE, and click on search. It will search videos for matching string. Now I will try arbitrary string which will not match, like MYXSSTEST and click on search. For this string, no video is found. Now I'll go to the source code by making use of shortcut Ctrl+U and search the arbitrary string, that is MYXSTESTDMQLWP in source code by making use of Ctrl+F+V and check how many times the user input is reflecting in source code. I'll check again in different pages for the same thing, that is I'll go to the music and enter the same arbitrary string and click on search, and I'll go to the source code, search the arbitrary string in source code. I'll just check how many times the input is reflecting and note it down how many times it reflected at what place for further investigation. So that's all about how to identify reflection of user input. Thank you for watching this video. Welcome, in this video we will learn brute XSS cross-site scripting brute force. Brute XSS is very powerful and fast cross-site scripting brute forcer which is used for brute forcing a parameters. The brute XSS injects multiple payloads loaded from specified word list and fires them at the specified parameters and scans if any of the parameter is vulnerable to cross-site scripting vulnerability. Brute XSS is very accurate at doing its task and there is no chance of false positive as scanning is much powerful. Brute XSS supports post and get requests which makes it compatible with the modern web applications. Brute XSS is sponsored and supported by NetSparker Web Application Security Scanner. Features: XSS brute forcing, XSS scanning, supports get and post request, custom word list can be included, user-friendly user interface, compatibility, Windows, Linux or any device running Python 2.7. Requirement: Python 2.7, word list included, modules required, Coloroma, Mechanize. Let's open up the browser and download brute XSS cross-site scripting brute forcer. Here I already opened this up. In GitHub, go to this URL, download the zip file. Here I have already downloaded it. Now let's open up Linux OS. Here I extracted file and saved on the desktop. Let's open up the terminal. I will use ls command. ls is a command to list files in Unix and Unix-like operating system. ls is basically used to list the files. We'll type ls here, desktop, document, download, music, pictures, etc. I have saved brute XSS folder in desktop, so I will select desktop, type cd desktop and type ls and click on enter. Here you can see that brute XSS folder is displayed here. Let's select brute XSS, change directory to brute XSS master, that is cd brute XSS -master. Now type ls. Now let's run brute XSS.py Python file. For that I will type python brute XSS.py. Here you can see that brute XSS is ran. Now select the form methods, get method and post method. Here I selected get method. For that I will type g. The next step is enter the URL. For that let's open the browser. I have opened academepro.com. I copied the method URL. G is the get method parameter. Now I paste the copied URL in terminal and click enter. Let's enter the location and word list as default. Type wordlist.txt and click on enter button. It will check with 25 payloads. Here you can see that vulnerability is found and payload is script, double quotation, end of the script, and again script propt 1 end of the script tag. Type E, here we exit from root XSS. Now let's try with google.co.in website. Type python root xss.py. Here I selected get method. Type G and click on enter. Type URL w.google.co.in. Let's enter the location at wordlist as default. Type wordlist.txt and click on enter button. You can see that all 25 payloads are scanned with the URL. No vulnerability is found. So that's it in this video on root XSS. Thank you for watching this video. Welcome. In this video we will see cross-site scripting via file uploading. A file upload is a great opportunity to access an application. User restricted area with an upload profile picture is everywhere, providing more chances to find a developer's mistake if it happens to be a self-XSS. The file name itself may be being reflected in the page, so it's just a matter of naming the file with a XSS. Let's start with file name. Open the BWAP. I'll type my user ID and password and click on login. In select option, select unrestricted file upload option and click on hack button. Now let's download one image from website. I've saved it in browser and named it as image.png. Now let's upload image.png in unrestricted file upload form. Click on browse button and select image.png and click on upload. Here you can see that the image is uploaded successfully, and here we get image link to view. Just click on it. Here we can see that image Google logo is displayed here. Now let's XSS attack using file name. Rename it by img src equals to x on error equals to alert xss.png with those symbols like this. Here first two character is used to terminate the image tag, and next is our XSS malicious script. Now go back to BWAP and browse the renamed file and click on upload. Here you can see that XSS pop-up message is displayed here. That's it in cross-site scripting via file uploading. Thank you for watching this video. Welcome. In this video we will see file upload XSS on image content. First let's see what is SVG. SVG stands for Scalable Vector Graphics, is an XML-based vector image format for two-dimensional graphics with support for interactivity and animation. The SVG specification is an open standard, is developed by World Wide Web Consortium, that is W3C, since 1999. SVG images and their behaviors are defined in XML text files. If the application allows the upload of the SVG file extension, which is also an image type, a file with the content can be used to trigger XSS. Let's start with XSS attack using SVG image file. Let's create one SVG file. Let me open up Notepad and type svg xmlns equals to http www.w3.org 2000/svg onload equals to alert xss, and I'll save it as image.svg, that is svg file extension. Let's open up BWAP and type user and password and click on login. In select option, select unrestricted file upload option and click on hack button. Now browse image.svg image file and click on upload. Here image is uploaded in BWAP. Now let's click on the click hyperlink for viewing an image. Here you can see that XSS pop-up message is displayed here. So that's all about file upload XSS on image content. Thank you for watching this video. Welcome, in this video we will see report on stored XSS. Stored XSS pornhub.com stream post function. The researcher identified that it was possible to craft a malicious PB code URL to inflict stored cross-site scripting on a user stream, meaning a malicious user could post links that lie dormant until said user profile is visited and thus the exploit is launched. The user profile page was vulnerable to a stored cross-site scripting attack, meaning a user can post a text post on their page with the following as the message body. This gets stored in a post and can be reproduced by visiting said user's profile. This in turn would auto-launch the payload when the post is mouse over. In the payload above a simple alert box was displayed. However, other attacks such as BWF hooks could be used to gain access to a user's browser and cause further impact. Welcome, in this video we will see how to prevent cross-site scripting attacks. The principle of the XSS attack will be malicious code implemented into the page, resulting in the user browsing the page will be in the trick. XSS can steal user administrator session to get all the permissions, control user actions, initiate DDoS attacks, tamper the page, and many more. First, filter the data. Most defense method will talk about this. Filtering data is the most effective way, but cannot do just like this, and this has to do the whole. Full filtering rules. Backlist filtering for keywords is a very tricky and must be used in conjunction with the whitelist and backlist, and filtration rules must be complete and reliable, cannot have any omission, complete rules of the venue XSS filter. Global filtering of all the input data. Filter the input data is not filter GPC, that is the get, the post, and the cookie. All the points related to the inputs are likely to be forged, such agent, IP URL, and specific PHP risk function in the input function. Filtration should follow a principle, not trust any external data. In addition, the concept of the overall situation was clear. Many times the vulnerability is caused by developers' negligence, so the framework layer and the bottom should be overall filter data, such as access to the data in PHP using $the get ** frame floor entrance should be written or newly built $symbol the get. Such filtration ensure their safety. Global filtering of all display data. Most people know that filtering input data but missed the output data. The output data as a final show to the user filter should be in better protection. Editor filter. The rich text editor uses a scene to be more and many because it particularly causes its security caution frequently if the business allows the proposed use of markdown or forms column used to replace the UBP if you do not use editor before the customization or streamlining feature and timely upgrade. Secondly, HTTP only. XSS great purpose is to steal a user session information, and to steal session need to read the client cookie. So use of HTTP only can effectively prevent such a session to steal attacks. So HTTP only can prevent session stealing. Third, CSP rule. XSS want to take advantage of the need to implement JavaScript and most of the attacker in order to obtain more information, and in order to more easily modify the injection script is often dynamically loaded remote.js files, and CSP, that is content security policy, is mainly used to limit specified load resource file. Through the CSP, CSP stands for content security policy, we can respect not the same domain under the image, JavaScript, CSS or font and other resources to load the file, setting rules for specific venue and CSP. So that's all about how to prevent cross-site scripting attacks. Thank you for watching this video.
Full Screen API. API, Application Program Interface, is basically a set of GUI components. YouTube's full screen option uses an API that fills the entire screen, called the Full Screen API. Let's see how a full screen API can be used to launch a phishing attack. Creating the fake page. Visit this URL and download this file. Once downloaded, unzip the file and copy its contents to the htdocs folder after emptying the folder. Now, open a browser and type in localhost, which loads this page containing a link to Bank of America. When this link is clicked, the status bar indicates that the request is being redirected to a legitimate Bank of America website. Now click on the browser UI. What happened? You are getting this message box stating that you have been phished. You have actually entered into a full screen mode wherein the Bank of America webpage, along with the UI components, are mere screenshots. That's interesting, isn't it? So, how does this work? Open the htdocs folder and right-click on the index.html page and open it with a text editor, say WordPad. Notice this just loads a screenshot of the Bank of America page and calls some scripts from there. What actually happens here is, when the link is clicked upon, it just does two things. 1. Browser fingerprinting, and 2. OS fingerprinting. Based on the browser and OS, it decides on the UI components to be used. For example, when the browser is Firefox in a Linux machine, it uses the corresponding UI components from this images folder, or when the browser is Chrome in Windows, it uses the corresponding UI components from the images folder. Now, a custom-crafted page holding the content of the Bank of America website gets loaded in full screen mode based on the browser and the OS. However, this page is just an image. But how to phish a user with an image? Within this image, form elements such as username, password, etc. can be embedded. When a user keys in the login credentials, it gets phished. This is how a full screen API attack is used to perform phishing. Full screen API-based phishing attack. Embedding form inputs over an image using full screen API to phish the user is called full screen API-based phishing attack. Task: launch a full screen API-based phishing attack. Number 1. Visit this URL and download this file. Number 2. Delete the content inside the htdocs folder and copy the content inside the downloaded zip folder and save it inside htdocs folder. Number 3. Now open a browser and type in localhost, which opens up this page containing a link to Bank of America. When this link is clicked, your victim is phished. Result: the browser gets into full screen mode and the Bank of America website loads. When clicked on any place on the Bank of America phishing page, it throws a message stating that you have been phished.